Hi, this is Leader of Women. Have you ever been discriminated against? If you are a single mother and you are in a custody battle and you have lost custody of your child or children, please contact me. Post your comments, your concerns, and anything you feel that could be done to help improve the plight of women like me. 9 years ago, I was the victim of a great injustice, and I ended up homeless, and I had my son taken from me by his father. His father practically had stolen him from me, and it's been 9 years, and I had suffered for leaving this individual. And I feel, God told me to share my testimony with people and to also be an advocate for single parents like myself who have been taken advantage of by spiteful ex-boyfriends or ex-spouses, and have been thrown through the ringer through the legal system. They have been discriminated against. The courts and the legal system has been biased against us and trying to retrieve our children back to live a normal life. And this is a plea out there to bring other people, bring an awareness to other people about this situation. I believe they call it the parental alienation syndrome. There have been several instances on the news where men have kidnapped their children and the mother had custodial rights to the child, and they just took the child and they created this isolationistic view. They created all of these fabrications against the other parent to make them look bad, and that other parent is just a typical parent trying to fight for their child and to live a regular normal life and not harm the child. And they just want to live in peace and raise their children in peace and to bond with their children, but that bond has been broken because of the injustices that have happened. And I'm reaching out to the broader community, the broader world. I'm reaching out there to whomever is listening to this message, that if you've experienced discrimination in the courts due to parental alienation by the courts, by your exes, and you're finding out all these devastating things that's happened to your child. Maybe your child has been sexually abused or physically abused, and you're being accused of this yourself, and you're just fighting for the right to have your child and make sure that it's safe. Please contact me. And if anyone out there is fighting for a cause or looking for a cause like this, I would be so grateful, and God will bless you, because the Lord told me not to stay silent about this. I have suffered for 9 years about this, and God told me that, He wanted me to be an advocate for other women and to inspire other women who have gone through this, women who have been mistreated by the legal system, by DCS, by DHS, or other state governmental entities that have painted us in a very negative light. And because we're defending ourselves and defending our children and our families, we are the ones that are being pushed aside, that are being left in the dark about the fate of our children, left in the dark and just being run over. And I'm here to say that I want to be that advocate for you, and if I have to go to Congress and change these laws, I will, but I know I have to have the support of those that that have gone through this or are getting ready to go through it, and what we can do to start a movement, because something has to change, because too many women out there, God told me, and I feel it in my spirit now, that too many women out there are suffering because of abusive ex-spouses who are trying to defamate their name, trying to drag their names in the mud, and they're being good moms. They're doing everything they can. And you're fighting with every, fiber of your being, and it feels like it's just not good enough, and you're suffering emotionally, you're suffering mental distress, emotional distress, because these fathers, you know they're controllers, they're abusers, and they are trying to mess your mind up. And I know that's how the devil works. you know um, the enemy works. He's working on your mind to get you crazy, and they may legitimately be mentally unstable. you know I have an ex that's like that. He's bipolar and everything, and he's tried to alienate me from my child and keep me from knowing what's going on in my child's life. And there are a lot of women I know that are going through this, and I want to be of some help. I feel no one's speaking up about it. I don't know if anyone has spoken up about it or taken this cause or issue up, but I will. And I want to know if any mother is out there, and I'm not talking about, you're shacking up with any boyfriends. I'm talking about women who are seriously, are not attached to anybody, are not just kind of crying crocodile tears, but are really serious, who've really been in the ringer, who've been homeless, who had their children taken unjustly, and are seeking justice. They're seeking justice for not just, their children, but they're seeking justice and peace for themselves, a peace of mind, because they can't move forward until this is addressed. But I want to encourage you. I want to uplift you and encourage you that all will be well. All will be well. God doesn't want people to just sit by. There's a quote by Edward Burke that says, the only thing for evil to continue is for good men to do nothing. And God doesn't want me to sit idly by and not say anything, because He warned me I need to be speaking up about this, and I'm speaking to you, to you single moms who are suffering. You're not alone. There are people out here who have been suffering and struggling, but yet there are people who are being courageous enough and bold and brave enough, like myself, to speak out about the situation and want to change the course of this issue. There are many other issues that we face, and this should not be one of them, but it is. And I want to bring it to the light. I want to be able to share my situation, my story. And even though I'm still going through it, I feel that speaking out about it will bring about some resolution of some sort, and some comfort to others who are going through it. That's why I am reaching out. I'm reaching out to others who may be experiencing this or going through it, or because this is a small but growing phenomenon, and it sets a dangerous precedence for women who are trying to be successful in life, and they want their children to see how successful they are, so that their children can be successful, but cannot be successful if injustice is still allowed to roam free. That people are going unchecked and unchallenged, like a lot of the children's fathers, the other parent, that is going unchecked and unchallenged, and leaving us out of our children's lives, which is a vital part of our child's development, and the emotional stability that they're lacking, and the support that they're lacking. So, I will leave my email on my web address. I will leave my email on my YouTube channel so that you can reach me and see if we are able to get a coalition together, and see, talking to leaders and talking to others, movers and shakers that are able to join the cause, and maybe perhaps, I don't know, raise funds for this endeavor. I'm looking forward to raising funds for this endeavor. This is one of my causes, and this is one of my fights that I feel something has to change, and it's got to start with us. I felt that it has to start with me, because I feel that I have a message to share that is going to affect others down the road, and I want to spare you all that pain, by letting you know, this is what I went through, and this is what I see forthcoming. And, if enough people know about it, then hopefully something can be done about it. And I look to start something so that awareness can be brought, and us, and we women can, we can know, how to deal with it, how to cope, because there are not any resources to cope with something like this, not on this scale. So thank you so much. I look forward to, you out there, whether you're a man who is against the oppression of women, who are for women's, rights and things like that, mothers' rights, to be able to, to bridge the gap in something so, so devastating, because it encompasses sexual abuse, child abuse, things of that nature. And I can learn from your testimonies and your situations too. So please share those with me, and as brief as you can. And let's get together and let's make something happen with this. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Bye.